Welcome back. It's our final segment with Corey talking about the Evergreen Awards of Marquette County. So we want to go through those important dates to keep in mind if you would like to apply for the scholarship or nominate an individual for the award. So the actual event, Monday, October 21st. All that information is on your screen, but the nomination deadline, September 15th. The scholarship application deadline, October 1st. Corey, can you remind us where we get all of the nomination forms, everything we need for this?
Sure. The nomination form is actually, you're going to want to go to Facebook and search for the Evergreen Award of Marquette County. And it's an electronic form, or you can email me and I can send it to you. You can email it back to me, or you can print it out and send it to Kelly Jandron at Range Bank. She's collecting them there as well. So that's the process. And we love to get the more people nominated, really the more fruitful conversation we have in the selection committee meeting. And just because you maybe nominated somebody this year or last year and they didn't receive it, please nominate them again. It really is very subjective and relies on the nominations that we receive. And some of them are fantastic and rise above the rest, and other ones, not that they're not worthy or not great, but maybe, you know, in future years. So we always encourage people, if your nominee didn't receive it, we don't tell them that they were even nominated or didn't receive it, just nominate them again.
Yeah. And what is the selection committee? Like, who comprises this committee? And
yeah, so they're people who live in Marquette County. Some of them are past recipients. So Tia will be on it this year as the honorary member, so she gets to see what happens behind the scenes. I'm on the selection. I'm not a voting member, so I always say you can't buy me donuts. I mean, you could, but it's not going to get you to win. Dave Arrow, Nina Ittner, Cindy Nyquist. So you're seeing a lot of these names of people. Cheryl Jackson, Monica Nordine, of these people in the community who have said, I'm interested in volunteering and this is really exciting, and that's what it is. So if you are interested in either sitting on the selection committee or the steering committee, get in touch with me also. We're always looking for new people.
I would imagine that is quite a process.
It is, and so that's why I say, you know, from Tia's standpoint, I would say we had great nominees last year, but Tia had a person who spoke to her as a boss, as a mentor, and said, you know what, she mentored me even though it meant that I was going to be growing out of the career I had with her as my boss. She mentored me, she believed in me to do something, so she did all of that even though she knew it meant losing me as an employee. And just her grassroots ability to pull volunteers together on the West End for a lot of these things, just by pure power and energy, those were the stories that really had her rise above the rest. Again, like I said, as opposed to saying, well, I'm involved in this, you know, to-do list of all of these organizations in the community. It's those personal stories that matter here.
Yeah. And I just want to mention too, if you are interested in going to the luncheon, we put the information up on the screen, but tickets are actually on Eventbrite.
Correct, yes.
So
if you're in a service club, so we actually use this as a joint group, joint luncheon for all of the service clubs. Marquette Rotaries, Kiwanis, Ishpeming, Rotary, Zonta are there. So if you're in one of the service clubs, your president will be telling you the invitation and we'll bill them directly. So please, you're encouraged to come, but members of the public are more than welcome to join to just see what it's about. Or if you know Tia and you want to come and see her give her speech, because she'll give her speech this year before we really reveal who won it this year.
Well, it's always a really, really wonderful time, and there are a lot of pieces to this, so we're going to break it all down on our website to make it really easy if there's a part of this that you know that registered with you at home and you just need to get that information. So we'll put that there. But thank you so much for coming, and good luck at the luncheon. I can't wait to, it's always so fun to see who the recipient is.
The most stressful part of the whole thing is making sure the person who wins it this year actually comes. Yeah. Because we have to make it a secret and a surprise. So sometimes I'm biting my nails like a few weeks before, like, oh, I think they're supposed to go out of town on a business trip, and you just hope the person who nominates them can rein them in there and make sure they're there.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we still have just a little bit more for you this morning. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll do that when we come back.